chapter number 4, foundations of scaling. Scaling within social enterprises represents a strategic effort to expand and reach and deepen the impact of their social mission. Unlike the traditional business scaling, which primarily focuses on the size of revenue growth, the scaling of the social sector is intricately tied to the amplification of the social impact. The multifaceted process requires a comprehensive understanding of both the theoretical underpinning and practical applications of the scaling strategies. So, first one is diffusion of innovation, which means spreading. Um, these are the examples. Diffusion of innovations means that um, new ideas, practices, or products are spread within the society or in the form of um, strategic consideration. Strategic consideration for scaling in the enterprise. Scaling social enterprise involves more than just expanding the size of reach. It also requires a thoughtful approach that maintains the integrity of the mission and maximizes the social impact. So, following are some of the methods through which scaling can be done. First one is mission alignment. That is, it ensures that the strategies of the scaling remains true to the social enterprise. Mission alignment means the mission is aligned. The mission is aligned with the strategy that we need to follow, right? Also, then shareholders engagement. The shareholder engagement is important so that their input and support can help in shaping the direct shape the direction and also help the scaling method, right? Then resource management, both financial and human resources are crucial for the scaling. Without any money, without monetary help, and without human resources, the scaling is impossible. It cannot be done. So for the scaling, both financial and human resources are required. Um, and effective allocation of resources, and it ensures that the growth is then impact measurement. Impact measurement is we should know how to that through a matrix the social impact can be measured. It could be measurable that our efforts has done this and that, and we have reached to this goal, and this much progress we have made to resolve this particular social issue. So that should be there. So social return on investment should be there. Uh, Strategic considerations for scaling with examples. Okay, the same thing with the examples there, which you can refer by yourself. Then, what are the challenges in the scaling social enterprise? Very important from the exam point of view. Challenges in scaling social enterprise. So, the first challenge is maintain mission integrity. It's very difficult to maintain the mission's integrity along with the core, uh, along with profitability and growth. So at every stage, there should be a mission aligned, right? Balancing the financial sustainability with the social goal. So this there should be a appropriate balance between the financial growth and social impact that can be challenging, especially when the scaling requires significant capital investment. Eh, Okay. So balancing financial sustainability with the social goal. Now, to meet the social goal, we need the financial sustainability as well. So both must be balanced because in case of imbalance, it will not be a social enterprise then. Managing increased operational complexities. So, scaling often brings increased complexities in the operations, management, and governance. So, here, this can result in inefficiencies, higher costs, and difficulties in maintaining the quality of products or services. Securing adequate funding. Now, securing adequate funding as in assessing having access to the right type of funding, right type of amount, right type of support, it's very crucial. And that to be without compromising, and that to be without compromising with any um without compromising on the mission's integrity. The mission should be aligned there, right? Then ensuring impact scalability. It not always guarantees that the social enterprise's impact will be scale linearly with its size. There is a risk that scaling operations may not be proportionally increase the social or environmental impact. Adapting to the new network, new markets on geography. So there might be chances in the geographical areas. There are some areas that are unexplored and which has different culture, economic, and regulatory environments. And these are the new markets that one can think of expanding. So there might be chances that there could be a misalignment with the local context, and which can leads to failure in the expansion. But these are the challenges that can be faced. Human resource challenge. Human resource challenges scaling. While scaling, we might need more staff. We need more talent, new skills, new capacities. But there could be difficulties in recruiting, selecting, and training and retaining the right candidate. Uh, that so if that could be a challenge that can impede the scaling effort. Measuring and evaluating impact. Measuring and evaluating impact is very crucial because that will help in evaluating the social impact. But in case of enterprises growing on the regular basis, so this measuring and evaluation becomes a tedious task, and it could be challenging to keep up with the measurement part, right? So here the accuracy of the measurement can be hindered, right? Then building and maintaining shareholder trust. So ensuring a continued trust and support from stakeholders, including beneficiaries, donors, and partners, is crucial during the scaling. So there it could be the reason that the loss of interest is there, can result in reduced support, negatively impacting the enterprise's ability to scale. So this could happen. Now, the performance and impact measurement, profit and non-profit measures. So, how to measure the impact? So, these are the profit measures and the non-profit measures. So, profit measures में हम impact कैसे measure करेंगे? सबसे पहला revenue growth. अगर revenue over the time increase हो रहा तो हमारा impact भी साथ के साथ increase हो रहा, because for profit and other institution we our target is कि revenue is aligned with the impact or the social mission. Then profit margin, assessing the percentage of revenue that translates into profit. So the percentage of revenue translates into the profit. So as long as मतलब जैसे जैसे हमारा profit margin increase हो रहा, that means that हमारा impact में भी ज़्यादा increase आ रहा है. Return on investment, it helps in measuring the efficiency and profitability of the investment. Then cash flow analysis की inflow outflow कैसा है of the cash to ensure the financial stability. There are non-profit measures in the social enterprises. अब non-profit measures क्या है जिससे हमें पता चले कि yes इसमें सारा मतलब हमारा impact है वो achieve हो रहा है. First one is social impact matrix. In case of social impact matrix, um, इसमें हम quantify करते हैं social change and benefits को बाय द एंटरप्राइजेज एक्टिविटी, उन्होंने क्या एक्टिविटी करी है उसके बेसिस पे हम इसको सोशल चेंज को क्वांटिफाई करते हैं, विच हैज इट्स ओन लिमिटेशन, बिकॉज अगर हम एंटरप्राइज की एक्टिविटी से सर्च चीज फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं कि सोशल चेंज कितना क्वांटिफाई हो रहा है, तो दैट कुड बी रॉन्ग, बिकॉज वी आर ट्राइंग टू understand the matrix from the society point of view, right? Then beneficiary engagement and satisfaction. The effectiveness of the services or products from the perspective of those served. So beneficiary engagement and satisfaction is from the community. उनको कितना satisfaction provide हुआ या फिर उनसे उनको कितना services effectively provide हुआ, उसके basis पे we can judge कि कितना उनका उनको help हुआ. Then environmental impact, measuring the enterprise's contribution to environmental sustainability. So we are trying to measure the enterprise's contribution to the environmental sustainability. Environmental impact से हम चीजें find out करेंगे. Then community engagement, कितना क्या level of community engagement है, community कितना involve होती है, and how they response to the initiative that you are taking. तो उससे क्या पता हमें चलता है कि हमारा सोशल एंटरप्राइज का नॉन प्रॉफिट मेजरमेंट. ठीक है. Balancing profits and non-profit measurements, integrated measurement approach. One is so this is a tabular representation कि हमें profit measurement में क्या क्या देखना है and non-profit में हमें क्या क्या देखना है. एंड रही बात जब हम बैलेंसिंग कर रहे हैं प्रॉफिट एंड नॉन प्रॉफिट की, so in that case we can check impact reporting कि हम regularly documenting and reporting. Then बैलेंस स्कोर कार्ड में हम फाइनेंशियल एंड नॉन फाइनेंशियल फैक्टर्स को कंसिडर करते हैं, एंड do the we do the analysis based on that. So balance scorecard can also give us a good picture. Then comes the social stakeholder फीडबैक. सो स्टेक होल्डर फीडबैक इज कि आपके साथ जो इंटरेस्टेड है आपके बिजनेस में, या जो स्टेक होल्डर्स आपके बिजनेस में इंटरेस्टेड है, उनका क्या रिस्पॉन्स है आपके बिजनेस को लेके. देन कम्स द फोर्थ, कंटिन्यूअस इम्प्रूवमेंट. By these measures for ongoing assessment and improvements of strategic operations. So ongoing assessment और improvements को हम check करते हैं. So this is how we try to maintain balance between profit and non-profit um, measures. Now is benchmarking and evaluating the social impact, methods and challenges. Very important from your exam point of view. The first measurement is theory of change and logic model. So this model is a detailed envision progression of change, charting how specific initiatives are expected to lead to the targeted social improvement. So under this model हम क्या करते हैं, envisioned progression change हम उसमें पहले से ही हम एक estimate लेते हैं which in under which all the targeted social improvements are mentioned. Employed in the design, execution, and assessment of the social projects, these model ensures that the activities undertaken are in harmony with the projected social goals. So under this, we we measure the skill, we benchmark and evaluate the social impact. Then social return on investment. Social return on investment is this is the approach assigned monetary values to the social, environmental, and the economic impacts generated by the project or program. So here we assign a monetary value, and based on that, how much return has we can see, that is calculated. A benchmark is set. Then mixed method of evaluation. Mixed method is the qualitative and quantitative approach. So quantitative में आपका survey and statistical analysis आ गया, and in case of qualitative there are interviews and focus groups. So under this, the social impact by amalgamating quantifiable results with the personal narratives can be done, that can provide a rounded view, a 360-degree view of the outcomes. Now, the balanced scorecard approach, as I also told, balanced scorecard approach, financial and non-financial measures को calculate करता है. It considers both financial and non-financial factors. This we have also studied in strategic analysis in third semester. So balanced scorecard approach is an approach जहाँ पे financial and non-financial parameters या indicators को हम check करते हैं. So in case of social enterprise, it um, it aligns their operations with the societal goals and objectives, offering a comprehensive overview of their overall performances. What are the challenges in the benchmarking and evaluating the social impacts? Again, very important topic. So, what could be the challenges? These challenges can be from technical complexities of data collection to analysis or anything else. So, यहाँ पे first could be attribution versus contribution. The primary challenge is that the direct effect of the enterprise's activity from those outcomes to which they have contributed among the other factor. This distinction is vital for the precise assessment of the impact and for understanding the true context of the enterprise's influence. Second is data collection and analysis. Data collection and analysis में ये हो सकता है कि the gathering of the relevant and reliable data is often resource intensive and it is time consuming. There could be many hurdles for many organizations. Quality of data collection is also one point कि validate होना चाहिए data. That data should be valid and reliable. So that is also a challenge that comes when we are trying to benchmark these impact measurements. Standardization of matrix. Since there are no such matrix that are universally used to measure the social impact, So there is no such standardization of the matrix. So you have to find out a way to benchmark your performance um, as per your suitability, because there is no such standardization of matrix that is acceptable universally. Then comes the long term impact measurement, uh, evaluating the enduring and sustainable impact of interventions presents another layer of complexities. So short term assessments may fail to capture full scope of an enterprise's long term effects, potentially undervaluing their social contributions. Then stakeholders engagement and expectation, aligning and balancing the diverse expectations of various stakeholders in the measurement process adds another dimension to these challenges. So, stakeholders often have differing views on what constitutes success. So, so according to stakeholder and the expectation, they might not vary. According to the owners, according to the entrepreneur, the the impact assessment could be different and they could interpret it differently, and the stakeholder could interpret it differently. So the benchmarking and evaluating social impact is very crucial, yet very challenging, right? So this can be done on by the do go through the okay, do go through the case studies by the end of the chapters in every chapters basically, because first question is case study and that's necessary and it's compulsory to attempt. So next we have last chapter. This is chapter number 5, where sustainable growth and strategic decision making. We will be studying sustainable growth and strategic decision making in the social enterprises. So strategic approaches in scaling the social impact. The core principles of scaling social impact are mission driven growth, that a mission's fidelity is maintained, right? Enterprise, a social mission is accomplished. There is no way that the core objectives there are no social missions are missing. Then community centric approach, this under this approach the community needs are understood and served by the enterprise, right? Then collaborative expansion. So in this, the enterprise collaborate or partner up with the other organization, community groups or stakeholders, and bring in all the additional resources and insight together and come up with a solution, right? Then comes the okay. Then strategies for scaling social impact. How we can scale the social impact. Scale the social impact as in हम social impact को कैसे हम बढ़ा सकते हैं. Scalability, the reachability कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं. How we can expand it. So the first one is replication and adaptation. So this involves taking a successful model and replicating it in the new context. मतलब ऐसा कोई मॉडल हम उठाए जो ऑलरेडी पहले कहीं ना कहीं यूज हो चुका है, उसको हम रेप्लिकेट करें न्यू तरीके से, न्यू जगह पे, न्यू डेमोग्राफिक्स के साथ, उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए न्यूली बनाए एंड देन वी अडाप्ट दैट. See, the model should be adaptable and it should be fit in other cities or other locations where we're trying to इम्प्लीमेंटेड। ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं कोई ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर फॉलो करूं जो कि कहीं पे भी सूटेबल नहीं हो। सो the replication and adaptation should be there, right? सेकेंड थिंग, जो मेरा स्केलेबिलिटी का, जो स्केलिंग सोशल इम्पैक्ट को स्केल करने की स्ट्रैटेजी है, फर्स्ट शुड बी रेप्लिकेशन एंड एडाप्शन। सेकेंड इज सर्विस और प्रोडक्ट डाइवर्सिफिकेशन। Service or product diversification is by broadening the range of services or products. Social enterprises can address a wider array of social issues and meet the needs of the larger beneficiary group. So in this case, the product should be diverse, can be diversified, and the social enterprise can then address a wider range of social issues that meets the needs in the larger beneficiary groups. Next is advocacy, public advocacy through leadership. Scaling can be also achieved through influencing policy and leading conservation sector, social sectors. So here we can create a systematic change that goes beyond the direct services of the enterprise. The fourth one is leveraging technology. That is, we using the digital tools and platforms to create to reach the social initiatives and extend the social initiatives to a larger audience and improve the effectiveness of their interventions. So next is capacity building. Capacity building is basically when we are investing in the organization's capabilities, including staff training and infrastructural development and process uh, optimization. It's vital for the scaling. So enhanced capacities allows the handling of the demand and complexity. Basically, with the growth in the business, there are it's very obvious that the capacity needs to be increased, because as your business is increasing, enterprise is increasing, the demand for several things will be increasing, and to fulfill those requirements we need the optimum capacities, that is infrastructure, staff training, and all that stuff. So that's why the capacity building is there. So this is the Indian examples, right, that you can refer, and the description. What are the challenges in the scaling social impact? First one is limited resources. There are limited resources. Nature of, okay, maintaining quality and effectiveness, balancing scale with the missions. So these are some of the challenges that are there. Then strategic growth and suitable. This is a table that you can refer, right? Developing business plan for social venture. The key elements are vision alignment, stakeholder involvement, ethical consideration, risk management, resource allocation, innovation and adaptability, impact assessment and learning. Uh, Implementing the strategic decision making. How do we implement the strategic decisions in the business? First, we develop a decision making framework, right? A framework which has a lot of decision making processes. Then we balance between the long term and short term goals, and then we foster the culture of thinking strategically in the enterprise. Later on, the data is collected, insight is collected, and strategy the accordingly the strategic reviews are implemented, the strategies are implemented. So now challenges in the strategic decision making, that managing can change uncertainty and complexities in the environment, and then aligning diverse interest um, rates. So these are the decision making for the long term strategic decision making for the um sorry, a minute, for the long term impact. So these are the aspects, these are the key elements, these are the examples, and these are the application and impact. So what tabular form, if you will study, that will help you to get an overview of the topic. Now, next is sustainability in social enterprise growth, future directions. So, as an on social enterprise evolves, sustainability becomes a critical factor. So this section basically explores the emerging trends and challenges and opportunities that social enterprise may face in the pursuit of the growth, sustainable growth. So the key aspects of the sustainable growth are as follows. First is financial sustainability. Financial sustainability is it's balance between generating sufficient revenue and sustaining operations to fulfill the social mission is very crucial. So financial sustainability should be there. Environmental sustainability, your activities should incorporate the environmental factors and footprints also, right? So that this balance could be achieved. So the trends and challenges are written underneath the points that you can go through once you are revising these topics. Then social and community impact, focusing on the continuous and effective contribution to the welfare of the target communities. Then organizational resilience, developing the ability to adapt and thrive amid the changes, changing market and the operate environmental conditions. So this is the tabular representation of what we've just studied. Future directions of sustainable growth in the social enterprises that you can do by yourself. Also, do not miss out any points because this could be used as in variety of questions that are being asked in the paper. Also, I have told you the important topics throughout the revision, and also I've told you that do cover up these case studies because case study is the most important. It's the first question that will be coming into your paper. So again, you have a case study and there are relevant questions that you can answer. So five case studies you can prepare and it will give you a good idea how to how you can get you can use your creativity to uh, so yeah, it will give you good idea that how you can use your creativity to you know solve the case studies. Just give me a minute. So that will give you an idea how to solve the case studies. Rest, I've told you the important questions matlab, in all the in this entire lesson, and I'm also telling you to do the case studies because the first question will be the case study, and it's very and that will be the compulsory question to answer. Do prepare some examples that you can write in the paper because good examples can support the answers that you'll be writing. I would say all the best for your exams. Do well, and in case, and no, not in case, but all the best for your exams. It won't be that difficult. Just make sure you study every aspect, every topic that I told you. It's important from the paper point of view, and it will help you to score well in the papers. All the best.